I don't think you should be selling Mitrovic for Wilson. Watch to the end to find out why. Hello and welcome back to another video. In this video we'll look at my top captaincy picks, transfer plans, and team selection ahead of Gameweek 15. If you did miss out on the buy, sell, keep video for Gameweek 15, make sure to watch that after. It will be on screen at the end. Before we look at our Gameweek 15 team, let's look at how my team performed in Gameweek 14. 76 points all out, that was about 12 points more than the average managers around my rank, and as a result, a green arrow to just inside the top 500k. A clean sheet for Newcastle once again. They've been racking these up of late and are now tied with Man City for most clean sheets in the league this season. Trippier also picked up an assist and 2 bonus points. Man City kept a clean sheet in their 1-0 win against Leicester, where Haaland failed to start due to his injury. Palace were lucky with their clean sheet after Southampton failing to score after hitting the woodwork 2 times. All 3 Arsenal assets returned, but unfortunately Saka left the pitch after just 27 minutes in a game where he could have hauled with maybe even a 20-pointer. It was that kind of game. His replacement Nelson came in to score 2 goals and provided an assist, so a really tough one to take. I made a transfer really close to the deadline, removing Foden for Rashford, who immediately returned. A great game week after a big red arrow last game week. Now looking at how my team is shaping up. We start off with the Newcastle defensive duo of Pope and Trippier. 3 clean sheets in the last 5 games tells a lot in itself. Pope hasn't necessarily racked up a lot of points. 6 does seem to be his ceiling for now, with Newcastle just not conceding a lot of shots on target. He has made only 9 saves in the last 7 games, a number not optimal for FPL keepers. On the contrary, Trippier has pretty much picked up everything this season. 4 goal involvements, 31 key passes, 6 big chances created, and a grand total of 12 bonus points all racked up this season. He has only blanked in 3 games. Another team pretty impressive in defense this season is Brighton, and coming up against the worst attack in the league with their main striker away with a red card, this almost looks like a guaranteed clean sheet for them. But seeing how FPL has been going this season, he probably won't get that clean sheet. Webster did take 2 shots against Chelsea last game week, so he does offer the odd attacking threat too. Lastly, to finish us off with the defenders, is Cancelo against Fulham at home. Quite a disappointing 3 weeks from him, but now coming up against the worst defense in the league, he might as well get a return or 2 to make up for it. We move on to the Arsenal duo in midfield, and they are up there against Pope and Trippier as the best duo this season. They have attained a total of 136 points shared equally between them. Martinelli did pick up a goal in the previous game and did play only 62 minutes. That's good news from an expected minutes point of view. He faces Chelsea next, who are really unpredictable at the moment, so we can just hope that the Chelsea turning up is the one that's going to concede 4 goals to the Gunners. Saka did pick up a knock against Forest that forced him out after only 27 minutes, but news has arrived that he most probably will play in the London derby against Chelsea. Another return from the pair would be great. Next up is my transfer in from last week, Marcus Rashford. He goes to Villa, who are just back of a 4-0 defeat to Newcastle. He does look to have a greater attacking threat starting on the wing, and with Ronaldo making it back to the starting 11, hopefully Rashford could be a nuisance attacking from the left. Lastly, a transfer that has already been made because of the last few game weeks. De Bruyne was my biggest rank killer since the Queen's death, and I thought it was finally time to bring him in. I am chasing rank before the World Cup break, and this looks like it could be it. The only concern being his expected minutes, as most of FPL Twitter sees him being benched in one of the 2 games being played before the World Cup. He will also be getting the armband from me, as Haaland still seems to be a doubt ahead of this game week. Speaking of Haaland, he is the first name in attack. Pep did say he hasn't started in training with the first team yet, which doesn't sound too good. If there is going to be a leak in team news before the deadline, and Haaland is going to be out, I will bring in Kane ahead of Liverpool and Leeds at home. Jesus up next against Chelsea. I wasn't expecting him to be in my team at this stage, as he was on 4 yellows but hasn't yet picked up his 5th. He looked really dangerous against Forest in the weekend and was unlucky not to score in that game. Hopefully he could reverse that luck and break his duck to score against a Chelsea side that have been poor in recent times. And finally, the discussion you've all been waiting for. People want to sell Mitrovic because of his next two fixtures being against the Manchester clubs. A mistake most of us made when we transferred out Trossard after the blank in Gameweek 12, where he went on to face City and Chelsea next, and he did score in each of those games. Of course, I do think Wilson is a great pick at the moment, but at the expense of Mitrovic, who has taken the most shots, most big chance involvements, and the most expected goal involvements in the last 5 games. With the likes of Tony suspended and Haaland being a doubt, I don't think Mitrovic is a must transfer out, as he could as well have a return in both the upcoming games. This is how the team is set up for Game Week 15. If you like this video, consider subscribing, it really helps the channel out. Thanks for watching.